I'm Kevin O'Hara for Alcohol Mastery, and today I wanted to do something just a little bit different. I read an article the other day in the Daily Mail newspaper, and the headline was, Cheers, drinking really does release the feel-good factor in our brains. And it just got me thinking. I did a little bit of research on the article and where the research actually came from, and it's just really surprising. So I'm going to carry on walking anyway. The first sentence of the article is, scientists have discovered why alcohol can make us feel good. For the first time it's been shown that drinking alcohol releases feel-good chemicals in an area of the human brain often referred to as the pleasure center. The article goes on to say that the study from the EnJ Gallo Clinic and Research Center in the University of California has used scanning technology to light up the brain of drinkers, releasing endorphins in the process. I just thought those words were great. Light up and endorphins. It's real marketing speak. And they say it provides the first direct evidence of how alcohol makes people feel good. You know, this sort of it ties into some of the articles I've done earlier on in the week nicely. As the research leader, Jennifer Mitchell, or as she's better known on the Gallo website, a research investigator, she said that this indicates that the brains of heavy or problem drinkers are changed in a way that makes them more likely to find alcohol pleasant. And it may be a clue to how problem drinking develops in the first place. The greater feeling of reward might cause them to drink too much. Brilliant. Now this next sentence is in the article. It's about halfway down, so you can read it for yourself. It says, before drinking, the volunteers were given injections of radioactively tagged carfentanil, an opiate-like drug that binds to sites in the brain called opioid receptors, where endorphins also bind. So basically they were injected with an opiate-like substance before they were injected with alcohol to see if the alcohol would make them happy. Really? I wonder which one made them happy, the opiate-like substance or the alcohol. So at the end of the article, another researcher, I think a guy a bit higher up the chain, so to speak, a guy called Howard Field says, if we better understand how endorphins control drinking, we'll have a better chance of creating more targeted therapies for substance addiction. So basically that means that they'll have a better opportunity to target medication towards substance addiction. I think you're better off if they just stop making the stuff in the first place, you know. That'd stop a lot of substance addiction. The reason I even looked at this article twice, and the reason I'm doing the video, is because I started doing a little bit of digging around, and I found out that the EnJ Gallo Clinic and Research Center at the University of California is funded by EnJ Gallo Winery in Modesto, California. And the EnJ Gallo Winery is the biggest family-owned winery in the United States. They not only have their own brand, the EnJ Gallo brand, but they also make and market and advertise and distribute 60 other labels. They were one of the pioneers in America of wine advertising on TV, and they were the first to bring about in a big way brand management and modern merchandising into the wine industry. You know, you have to ask yourself if there's a conflict of interest here. I mean, I don't have to ask myself. I know there's a bloody conflict of interest. It's a bit like the heroin dealer saying, well, you know, heroin really does make you happy. And it's only problem heroin users that have got a problem with heroin. And don't worry, because we're doing lots of research, we're putting lots of money into it to find a pill that'll cure all your problems. Now, I'm not one for making big moral judgments, but it seems to me that if you're a heroin dealer and you were doing business like that you'd soon be locked up. You know, you could even get the electric chair. If you're a wine dealer and you're doing stuff like that, then they give you a board on the nearest state university and, you know, research facilities. Anyway, well, listen, we're surrounded by that kind of stuff now. You know, the pharmaceutical industry are the same thing. They're funding research all over the place to, you know, make sure that we get the right research results. It's just life. The best thing is just not to have anything to do with it. You know, when you don't drink, you can't be influenced by any of that. You know. Anyway, until next time, I'm Kevin O'Hara for Alcohol Mastery. Onwards and upwards.